Hey guys, this is the Auto Enthusiast, and today we're looking at the 2010 Bentley Continental GT Speed. We're going to do an in-depth review, an interior review, a startup, some exhaust sound, and a road test. Stay tuned. The 2010 Bentley Continental GT Speed is a product of British engineering. Bentley began to produce them in 2003 and continues to now. This coupe has a twin-turbo W12 engine. This monster produces 600 horsepower and 553 pounds-per-feet of torque. This Speed does make 48 horsepower and 74 pounds-per-feet of torque more than the base GT. The combination of perfect all-wheel drive and an independent air suspension and continuous damping control makes this supercar less rough on the road and a joy to drive. It weighs in at a heavy 5,500 pounds. It has a 0 to 60 time of just around 4.5 seconds. This Bentley is different than what most people would imagine when they think of Bentley. It is an attractive, sleek, sporty supercar. With attention to detail, the exterior has a tasteful design with prominent badges, a low-profile exhaust, and a low frame that definitely aids to the statement, this supercar is definitely a sleeper, in both looks and performance. This GT does have a wing that you can manually put up and down. It will actually go up automatically when you reach 90 miles an hour when you're driving. And when you put it down, it staggers it in intervals to make sure nothing is blocking it. And when you're actually driving, it will go down, let's say if you're going 50 miles an hour, it will go down fluidly and won't stagger because you're moving fast enough that the car knows nothing will be blocking it. The GT Speed makes a respectable 10 miles to the gallon in the city and 17 miles to the gallon on the highway. And this is a big deal, especially when you consider that it has a W12 twin-turbo under the hood. The looks of this classy, conservative supercar actually really surprised me. It's quite attractive in person and not really what I expected. The doors actually have a very nice design and have a special feature that I really liked. When the door is improperly closed or not shut all the way, the Bentley actually shuts it itself. And you don't have to worry about shutting it. The actual interior door release is rather simple and is what is expected in many other cars. The completely red leather interior is surprisingly nice and has a really nice luxurious feel. When I sat in this car for the first time, I felt like I was in the most luxurious car I've ever been in. You definitely get what you're paying for in the interior. Everything in the coupe is driver and passenger oriented, and it was definitely engineered to be one of the best interiors of 2010. The steering wheel is nice. It lacks that sporty quality that you'd expect from a supercar, and that's one downside to the coupe. The seats have tons of adjustments. They're designed to make the driver as comfortable as possible. The overall interior is spacious and definitely can house 4 people. The front and back seats have been perfectly designed to really ensure comfort. The quality of every feature and control in the car is pretty top-notch. 2 things I did notice that I really didn't like was there were a ton of buttons on this car. And that's not really what you see with other supercars and higher-end sports cars. And I wasn't really sure what to think because I know personally I would be really confused about what to push even when I got used to the car. And another thing is the layout of the car felt kind of old and I wasn't really attracted to it. The paddle shifters are very long and skinny, but they're very comfortable to hold when you're actually driving. The gauges are awesome in this car. I was really surprised. They're really flashy and sporty, and that's what I like to see in sports cars, especially in a supercar. And one thing I also liked is the digital speedometer, which you don't see in a lot of cars, and I really liked it in this car. You could do a push to start like you'd expect in such a car, but if you really want to turn a key, you can also turn a key. The back seats are very luxurious. They're actually some of the nicer back seats that I've ever seen, especially in a supercar. They were definitely designed to give the back passengers the most comfort. As for getting into them, there's actually a really nice design. There is a button, like you can see, that allows a person either from the front seat or the back seat to move the physical seat up and down. The overall interior space is pretty nice. It's got a deep glove compartment, and the CD changer is housed in the glove compartment. Now the actual armrest, I was really surprised that the two-piece kind of top is actually really a nuisance, and it wasn't very attractive. The actual space in there is okay, but that two-piece system I really didn't like. Now the doors, I didn't know that they pulled out immediately, and I was like, oh, the space is too little. But they actually pull out, and there's quite a bit of space in there. You could actually fit quite a lot. It doesn't seem like that from the video, but in person there's quite a lot of space. Now, everything in the interior is all about the little things, and the badges on the analog clock, the seats, kind of embody that idea of what Bentley was trying to do. Okay, so sitting in this Bentley, it's very comfortable, but that's what you can expect. These have multiple seat adjustments, like I said earlier, and ultimately it's very comfortable. I feel very, not tight, but kind of hugged and aimed towards the wheel. It's a really nice way to feel, you know. Overall feel, this is a fantastic car. It's all about the detail. The seats are fantastic. The leather, the red dashboard, the red and black combination, it's just fantastic. It looks great. It feels great. I feel like I'm in the height of luxury. And it's also very comfortable, you know, being like where I put my arms, where I'm balanced in the car, I'm very comfortable. This is a car you can spend long periods of time in, which some exotics you can't, but this one you can definitely spend a lot of time in. It's just a really nice car. There's so much detail, you know, even the analog clock has a Bentley insignia on it. So just the little things in this car make it so great. It's a very modern, but relatively simple center console, which is actually really nice. It's not confusing, you know what you're pressing. It's very, very well done, and it's very tasteful. Okay, so right now we are in the 2010 Continental GT. It's definitely a cool car. I'm very comfortable. It's got great handling. You can really get around turns quite quickly, and very nice. It's a very balanced car. Again, it's like the British engineering. It's very nice. It's very conservative, and here we have a little bit of acceleration. And wow, this thing has a lot of pickup, you know? Immediately with the pickup, I associate it with a lot like the GTR. You get a lot of low-end torque. You're seeing it around 1700 RPM, and that's fantastic. It's a very nice, very tasteful car, very tasteful drive.